Bosscoder. I'm pretty sure I've heard the name, especially on LinkedIn. Scrolling through the posts of your favorite tech influencers, you'll always see the keyword Bosscoder. So, what is Bosscoder Academy? It's basically a platform where you can upskill yourself so that you can get your dream job. And they have two running courses. One is called Transformers, which is for people having 0 to 6 years of experience, and one is called Evolve, which is for people having 7+ years of experience. So, we're going to talk about the Transformers course. We're going to see a proper review on it. We're going to see what the course has, what does the content hold, and we're going to see the placement opportunities as well, and everything in between. So we're going to see a proper review of the Transformers course. And I'll also show you the inside of the course, like what the portal looks like, what all things you'll get access to once you get the course. So we're going to see that as well. But before that, let's talk about a few points. So like I already mentioned, the Transformers is for people having 0 to 6 years of experience. And they have different modules inside the course. So they have a module which is for the basics of programming. For people who even have no idea of programming, they have basics of programming, where they teach everything about programming from scratch. And the languages they use are C++, Python, and Java. After that, they have DSA, and then they have advanced DSA, where they cover every DSA from scratch to the advanced level. After that, they have a system design module where they have both LLD and HLD. After that, they have a CS fundamentals module, and after that, they have a projects module. Now, in the projects, people ask what tech stack are they having. So the tech stack that they use are basically React.js for front end, and then they have the back end also, where they have Spring Boot and Node.js, both of it. So they have like a complete full stack project section where they teach the complete full stack. And they also have some good projects that you have to make, things like an Amazon like e-commerce website, like a Netflix clone. And after that, they have interview focused preparation, like mock interviews, resume building, etc. So this is what the content has as an overview. And one thing that I really like about this course, which I feel is kind of unique, is you have one-to-one mentorship where you can select the mentor yourself. So this is something which is pretty good. You can look at the list of mentors, you can see their LinkedIn profile, you can see which company they belong to, you can see their work years of experience, you can see their domain, and you can select your own mentor for one-to-one mentorship guidance. So this is pretty cool. Apart from that, you also have an observation period within the course where you can, see how the course is, things like that. The placements that they have is also pretty decent. According to the website, the highest placement is 98 LPA, which is pretty good, and the average CDC is around 24 LPA, which is again pretty decent. So the placements is also looking pretty good. And now let's take a deep dive into inside of the course. Let's see what the course looks like from inside, what all things you get access to, and let's see what the portal has. So I have the course open for you right here. Let's see what's all in it, and let's see whether the course is worth it or not. So let's dive deep into it. So once you join the course, this is what your front page is going to look like. You're going to have upcoming class, where the next class here is going to be an implementation lab on linked list, which is within 24 hours. So the first thing you see is the next upcoming class, the live classes, that is. And after that, you have the structured curriculum, basically, where you have stepwise things. You have first the enrollment, which is basically joining the course. Then you have a meet and greet, where you basically meet the team. Then again, the know your onboarding team, where again you get accustomed to people. And then you have a checklist of joining Discord, the portal, etc. Now, the prerequisite section is where the course actually starts. So this is a bunch of pre-recorded videos, basically, for people who have no background on programming. So suppose if you're someone who has no idea what programming is, they start directly from there. So they have videos on what is programming, they help you write your first program, input, output, basically the basics of programming, the basic syntax of any programming language. They have everything covered. They have a few pattern problems to, get you up to date with programming. So it's like a prerequisite, even if you're from a non-tech background, even if you're from a non-programming background, so you can catch up. They have this for that. Okay. Then they have the batch start, where you get started with the classes, the schedule, assessment, etc. So I'll show you one by one what's all in the course. Let's explore one by one what all it has. Okay. So this is basically the course area where you have everything of the course. So this is the curriculum in the software engineering course that they have. And here they have all these basically modules which are important for your software engineering journey. So they have the module as advanced DSA, they have a beginner course, they have a course on CS fundamentals, they have a course on system design. For example, this is the module on system design. If you take a look at the full content, you have LLD, all these lectures, videos, where you have LLD, low level design, you have HLD, then you have CS fundamental. If you take a look at the data, then you have OS, computer network, DBMS, the required things. And here, the what is going right now is the advanced DSA, where you have classes, you have live classes, you have instructors who teach you DSA one by one. Apart from the live sessions, they also have recordings. So if you ever miss a session, then you don't need to worry. You can just watch the recording and you won't miss a thing.
Should happen. First of all, maybe let's take this. I
So all these things are there: advanced DSA, fundamental system design, a project for you where they teach you how to make the project, the tech stacks which are required for the project, and then they have a master class which is basically like extra material and bonus material for the advanced learners. So you can see in the advanced DSA module they start like this, where they have a star session with one of the alumni, they have a quiz, and then they have a resume building session as well, where they teach you how to build up your resume, build up your portfolio, and then they have the basic stuff on DSA, and then they move to the advanced DSA. Like this, you have these multiple modules where they start off as a beginner level and they progress into a expert kind of level. So this is how the basic curriculum looks like. It's divided into 6 different modules in the software engineering part. So this is what the course content looks like. They have these 6 different modules. In each of these modules, you have assessments, you have basically classes, live classes, etc. So these things are the part of the software engineering course that they have. Now, let's come to the next part, and this is something that I really like, and this is like a mentor which is personally assigned to you. So you have your own personal mentor who will be checking up to you, who will be helping you within your placement journey. And the best part about this is that you're not assigned a mentor on your own. You have the option of selecting the mentor. Okay, so what you can do, you have a list of different mentors. You can check out their LinkedIn, you can see which company they're from, you can see what their experience level is, you can see what they have mastered, what their domain is, and you can choose a mentor according to that. So this is something which I didn't see before in any of the other courses that we have talked about. This is something which is very unique, and this is something that I really like about the Bosscoder course basically. So you can choose your mentor, and the mentor will be personally assigned to you. So you can have one-to-one interaction with them. You can let them know the problems you face, and they can help you in your journey. So this is something which is very good. After that, you have progress meeting, where you have progress meeting with the POC. You tell them the progress. You tell them whether you're behind in something, and you have discussions on your progress with the course. So that is there. And then you have the schedule where it shows you on the calendar when you have your next class. So you can see that on 28, day after tomorrow, you have a class on trees, you have a class on BST, you have a class implementation lab on tree and BST. So they have these things. And the videos go like this. They have the implementation, they have the like explanation for everything, they and then they solve problems as well. So it comprises of both the conceptual knowledge, implementation, and problem solving. They also have weekly contests so that you can see what you have learned and you can see where you stand in all your learnings. So that's also a pretty great thing to have. So this is the placement area, basically the placement section. And obviously placements matters a lot to anyone, who's in the software engineering domain. We're doing everything to get a good, decent placement. And here they have first the alumni, they showed where their alumni have gotten placed. And then they have the placement scenario. They show how they provide the placement opportunities. So here's how it goes basically. So first thing is your batch eligibility. Once you come 4 months into your course, your batch becomes eligible for placement opportunities. Then you have a profile screening where the team checks for your profiles. Team checks how ready you are, how well you're doing the course, how many problems you've solved, things like this. And then you have the admission into the placement cohort, where they basically tie you up with the companies, where they bring you the placement opportunities. And then they have a particular section which is focused on placement preparation. So it's more like an interview preparation kind of area. Then they have a profile building where they teach you what to put in your resume, how to build your portfolio, what to put in your portfolio, etc. Then they have final placement where they provide referrals and they bring you direct tie-ups. So they do provide a lot of good placement opportunities, but you have to remember that it will also matter on how well you are going with the course. So if you do well in the course, if you learn the things properly, then they do provide good placement opportunities. After that, they have a leaderboard where it shows you basically who's on top with the course, who's doing what. So it's like a good thing for, like, I guess, friendly competition. So you have the leaderboard, it shows you how many coins do you have, how many points you've gotten, basically things like that for competition, and also for knowing where you stand with the course. Obviously if you're one of the top performers, you're going to have good opportunities. So that's something. Now one more thing is there which is also good, and that is an entire section for doubt support. So if anytime you're doing something and you have a doubt, you can just put a doubt query, and someone will reach back to you. You can see the history of the doubts you've had. You can mention whether it was resolved, non-resolved. So there will be people always there to help you with your doubts, help you with your learning. Anytime you have a doubt, you can basically ask them to get help on your learning. Now, so this is basically the course in general. The content, if we talk about the content of the course, that is also pretty good, pretty decent. And one thing that I really like about the course is the fact that you have an observation period. So what happens if you register into the course, you pay a small registration fee, you get into the course, and after that you have a 14-day observation period where you can see the course, where you can see everything is good or not according to you. And if you feel like it's not, then you still have time to back out of the course. So you have an observation period here before going with the full commitment. So that's also a nice thing. And the other nice thing is about the personal one-to-one mentor, where you can select the mentor who's going to guide you. So that's also a pretty nice thing. So this is pretty much it. This is what the uh, software engineering course looks like. They have these amazing modules and all. They have placement opportunities, these kind of things. So that's what the course looks like. I'll give a link in the description so that you can check it out yourself. You can see how you like it. And yeah, if you have any doubts, then feel free to message me or feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to clear any doubts you have.